Most people think success happens overnight. That one big breakthrough, one big opportunity, one giant leap suddenly transforms an ordinary life into greatness. But that is the biggest myth of all. The truth is far less dramatic yet far more powerful. Success is not one massive action, but the sum of small, consistent efforts repeated day after day. It's not what you do once in a while that defines your future. It's what you do every single day when nobody is watching. Success is like building a wall. If you show up every day and lay one brick as carefully and solidly as possible, one day you'll look up and realize you've built a fortress. But if you wait for the perfect day to lay 1,000 bricks at once, that day will never come. This is why people who dream big often fail. They dream too big in one shot but refuse to stay consistent with the small, daily habits that compound over time. Think about the greatest athletes. Michael Jordan didn't become the greatest basketball player in history overnight. He practiced every day shots, drills, footwork, discipline, long before the world called him a legend. Serena Williams didn't rise to the top because of one lucky tournament. She became great by training every single day, mastering her serve, and pushing herself even on days when she didn't feel like it. Their greatness was not built in one moment. It was the sum of countless small efforts, repeated daily. The same truth applies to business. Steve Jobs didn't build Apple with one single product launch. It was years of trial, error, failures, redesigns, and daily improvements that built the empire. Elon Musk didn't suddenly wake up as a billionaire. He worked tirelessly every day, pushing through sleepless nights, learning from mistakes, and putting in the hours. Each small action compounded into something the world now calls revolutionary. And what about ordinary people? Look around you. The person who saves a little money every day will one day achieve financial freedom. The person who reads 10 pages daily will, in a year, have read more than 3,000 pages, more than most people read in a lifetime. The person who exercises 30 minutes every day will transform their body and health in a way no crash diet or short-term workout plan ever could. Success is not about intensity. It is about consistency. Consistency is the secret ingredient most people ignore. Everyone wants results fast. Everyone wants shortcuts. That's why people quit when they don't see results in a week. But success doesn't reward impatience. It rewards persistence. Small efforts may look invisible today, but they compound into extraordinary results tomorrow. Think of water dripping onto stone. One drop means nothing, but drops falling day after day, year after year, eventually carve through the rock. That's the power of small, consistent action. Zig Ziglar once said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." And once you start, the key is to never stop. Your daily habits define your destiny. If you want success, don't focus only on the goal, focus on the process. What are you doing today? What are you repeating every single day that will take you closer to your dream? Here's the truth. Small daily actions are harder than big, dramatic ones because they demand discipline. It's easy to get excited about a new idea for one week, but it's hard to stay committed for a year. That's why most people give up. They confuse boredom with failure. Just because results don't show immediately, they quit. But champions keep going. They trust the process. They understand that invisible progress is still progress. Let's take an example. Imagine planting a bamboo seed. For years, you water it daily, but nothing happens. The soil looks empty. Most people would quit. But then suddenly in the 5th year, the bamboo shoots up to 90 feet tall in just 6 weeks. Did it grow in 6 weeks? No, it grew in 5 years of invisible effort. The daily watering made the difference. That's how success works. Your dream will test you the same way. You'll put in the work and for months, maybe years, you'll see no visible results. You'll wonder if it's worth it. That's the moment most people give up. But those who persist, who keep showing up every day, eventually break through. And when they do, the results look miraculous to the outside world. But it wasn't a miracle. It was consistency. Now let's get practical. If success is the sum of small efforts repeated daily, then what does that mean for you? It means your habits matter more than your goals. Goals give you direction, but habits give you progress. Waking up early, reading, exercising, saving, practicing your craft, learning new skills, building discipline. These small daily actions will separate you from 99% of people who live on excuses. Don't underestimate the power of one small step. Reading one page doesn't feel like much, but it builds wisdom. Saving $1 doesn't feel like much, but it builds wealth. Doing one push-up doesn't feel like much, but it builds health. Every small action compounds. Compounding is the eighth wonder of the world, whether in finance, learning, or personal growth. Think about your dream right now. Maybe it's to build a business. Maybe it's to become financially free. Maybe it's to transform your health, or maybe it's to inspire others. Whatever it is, ask yourself, what small action can I repeat every day that brings me closer to this dream? Then commit to it. Not for a week, not for a month. Commit for life. Because when you stay consistent, something amazing happens. The world starts to notice. Opportunities open up. People call you lucky. But you'll know it wasn't luck. It was the daily effort that nobody saw. The grind, the discipline, the persistence, the small steps that added up to greatness. Success is not a destination, it's a daily journey. Every sunrise gives you a choice. Repeat yesterday's excuses or repeat today's efforts. One path leads to regret, the other leads to greatness. The choice is yours. So remember this, success is not built in a single day. It is built daily. Your dream will not work unless you do, and your efforts will not matter unless you repeat them. Don't chase shortcuts. Don't wait for perfect timing. Don't quit when results are slow. Instead, commit to the small, consistent steps every single day. Because success is not about doing everything at once. It's about doing something every day. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated daily. And if you can master that, there is no dream you cannot reach, no mountain you cannot climb, and no future you cannot create.